chosen ones. Your actions this morning shocked heaven. Even God was amazed. My beloved child, what you did this morning did not go unnoticed. The moment it happened, heaven turned its attention toward you, and the atmosphere of the Spirit shifted in a way that even angels paused to witness. You may think your action was small, quiet, and ordinary, but from where I stand, it carried a weight of faith that shook the invisible world. Listen closely and do not allow distractions to pull you away now, because what I am revealing in this moment holds a blessing, a breakthrough, and a divine confirmation that many people search for their entire lives. What you did this morning surprised heaven because it came from a place of pure trust. When your heart chose faith instead of fear, when you moved forward even though the path felt uncertain, you stepped into a moment that few people ever reach. Many claim to trust me, but when pressure comes, they hesitate and turn back. Yet this morning, in the quiet space where no one else could see your struggle, you made a decision that honored me. That decision echoed through heaven like a bell that cannot be ignored. Before we go deeper, declare your faith openly. Comment, Amen. You may still be wondering why such a simple act mattered so much. From your perspective, it might have looked like a small choice, a simple prayer, a quiet act of kindness, or a moment where you refused to give up. But what you did was proof that your heart is aligned with me, even in difficult moments. Heaven does not measure greatness the way the world does. I do not look for loud displays or public recognition. I look for hearts that remain faithful when nobody is watching. This is why the angels rejoiced when they saw you stand firm this morning. They saw the pressure that surrounded you. They saw the confusion you were facing and the voices trying to discourage you, yet you still chose trust. That single act became a declaration in the spiritual realm that your faith is real. And because your faith is real, doors that were once closed are beginning to move. Within the next season of your life, you will begin to notice subtle shifts that cannot be explained by ordinary logic. Situations that once felt impossible will slowly begin to change direction. People who once overlooked you will start to notice the quiet strength within you. This is not coincidence. It is the result of a heart that remained loyal to me when it mattered most. But stay with me a little longer, because there is something else you must understand about this moment. If this moment is touching your heart and strengthening your faith, take a second to like the video so this encouragement can reach someone else who desperately needs hope today. My child, what amazed heaven was not perfection. It was your sincerity. You did not act because everything in your life felt easy. In fact, you moved forward while carrying questions, worries, and pain. That kind of faith is rare. Most people wait until everything feels certain before they trust me, but real faith moves even when the future is unclear. You woke up this morning carrying burdens that only you and I truly understand. Perhaps your heart felt tired. Perhaps you wondered whether your efforts mattered at all. Yet, even with those feelings present, you chose to move toward light instead of darkness. You chose to believe that I am still working in your life. That decision created a ripple in the spiritual world. There are moments in life when heaven observes quietly, allowing people to follow their own path without interference. But there are also moments when someone's faith rises above circumstances so strongly that the entire atmosphere of heaven responds. This morning was one of those moments for you. Because of what happened today, a chain of blessings has begun moving in your direction. These blessings may not appear instantly like a flash of lightning. Instead, they will unfold like the sunrise, gradually filling your life with warmth and clarity. Doors will open in places you never expected. peace will begin to replace anxiety. Strength will rise within you, even when challenges appear. This is how I work in the lives of those who remain faithful. Comment 333 to declare your faith. You must also understand something important about the journey ahead. The enemy will try to convince you that nothing special happened today. Doubt may whisper that you imagined the significance of your actions. But do not allow those voices to take root in your mind. Heaven witnessed what you did, and heaven never forgets acts of sincere faith. What happened this morning was not the end of a story. It was the beginning of a new chapter. The courage you showed is preparing you for greater responsibilities and deeper blessings. Soon you will notice opportunities appearing that align with the desires I placed in your heart long ago. These opportunities are not random. They are part of a path that has been quietly forming beneath your feet for years. You have often wondered whether your prayers were reaching me. You have sometimes felt as though your efforts were disappearing into silence. But today proved something powerful. Every sincere prayer, every quiet act of kindness, and every moment of trust has been building toward a turning point. And today, that turning point began. My beloved child, you are not overlooked. You are not forgotten. You are seen, known, and deeply loved. The same heaven that watched your faithful action this morning is now preparing new grace for the road ahead. My beloved child, remain close and continue listening carefully, because what began this morning is still unfolding in ways you cannot yet see. The moment your faith rose and your heart chose trust, something powerful was set in motion. Heaven did not simply observe your action and move on. The atmosphere around your life shifted, and forces that once resisted your progress have begun to weaken. This is why you may already feel a quiet sense of peace forming deep within you, even if your outer circumstances have not fully changed yet. What if a tiny 7-second brain ritual could erase your debt and open the door to real abundance? A leaked CIA document has revealed a simple 7-second method, now helping everyday people get out of debt and draw in wealth. Tested by 4 leading neuroscience labs, this easy home practice is turning money problems into better lifestyles. People are getting new homes, cars, and travel experiences. But this information could be removed at any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it disappears. Understand something important about the way I work in your life. I often begin my greatest miracles in moments that look small to the human eye. People expect thunder, lightning, and dramatic signs when heaven moves, but the truth is far more gentle. The seeds of transformation are planted quietly, and they grow steadily until one day the world can no longer ignore what has taken place. What you did this morning planted such a seed. Many people live their entire lives waiting for a moment like the one you experienced today. They hope for a sign, a confirmation that their faith truly matters. Yet when the moment comes, fear often stops them from responding. But you did not allow fear to control your choice. Even though uncertainty surrounded you, your heart moved toward trust. That is why heaven responded so strongly. When the angels witnessed your decision, they saw more than a single moment. They saw the pattern of faith that has been quietly forming inside you for a long time. They saw the nights when you prayed even though you felt tired. They saw the times you chose kindness when it would have been easier to become bitter. They saw the moments when you held on to hope even while your circumstances tried to convince you to give up. Those moments were never wasted. Each act of faith has been building a foundation beneath your life, and this morning that foundation became strong enough to support something new. The path ahead of you is opening slowly, step by step, like a road appearing through the morning mist. At first, the distance may still look unclear, but as you continue walking with me, the direction will become brighter. Comment 777 to affirm your faith. You must also understand that heaven's amazement was not about impressing me. I do not need to be impressed. What moved heaven was the sincerity of your heart. When a human being chooses love, trust, and obedience, even while carrying wounds and questions, it creates a sound in the spiritual realm that cannot be ignored. Your faith created that sound this morning. That is why the coming season will bring changes that you did not plan, but will recognize as blessings. Some of these blessings will appear through people entering your life at exactly the right moment. Others will come through opportunities that suddenly make sense of struggles you once questioned. There will also be quiet, inner healing taking place inside you, restoring parts of your heart that were tired from past disappointments. The transformation will not rush in like a storm. Instead, it will unfold gently, allowing you to grow strong enough to carry what I am placing in your hands. When blessings arrive too quickly, people often lose their balance. But when they grow steadily, they become rooted in wisdom and gratitude. This is the kind of growth I am preparing for you. There were seasons when you believed your life was moving in circles. You tried, you prayed, you hoped, yet things seemed to remain the same. But what you could not see was that I was shaping your character during those quiet seasons. Strength was forming within you. Compassion was growing in your heart. Patience was teaching you to trust my timing rather than your own. All of that preparation led to this morning. The moment your faith acted without hesitation, the spiritual preparation of many years suddenly aligned. It was like a door unlocking from the inside. From this point forward, you will begin to notice subtle confirmations appearing along your path. They may come through words of encouragement from others, through unexpected solutions to problems, or through an inner sense of direction that feels clearer than before. These confirmations are not coincidences. They are reminders that you are not walking alone. I am guiding you step by step, even in moments when the road feels uncertain. When you pause to listen for my presence, you will begin to recognize a quiet wisdom leading your decisions. That wisdom will protect you from choices that could harm your future and will guide you toward opportunities meant specifically for your life. But remain humble and stay grounded in gratitude. When blessings begin to appear, the enemy sometimes tries to fill people with pride or distraction. Pride weakens faith because it makes people forget who opened the door for them. Distraction weakens faith because it causes them to lose focus on the purpose I placed in their hearts. You must guard your heart against both. Instead of pride, choose gratitude. Instead of distraction, choose focus. When you live with gratitude and focus, the path ahead becomes brighter with every step. Comment 555 to declare your trust. There are still moments ahead that will test your faith again. Not every day will feel easy. Some days may bring challenges that seem confusing at first. But remember what happened this morning. Remember that heaven witnessed your courage and celebrated your trust. If you could act with faith once, you can act with faith again. And each time you do, the strength within you will grow. Soon, you will begin to realize that the struggles you once feared are no longer controlling your life. Your perspective will change. Situations that once caused anxiety will begin to feel manageable because your trust in me will be stronger than the fear surrounding you. This is how transformation truly happens. It begins with a single moment of faith, then another, then another. Over time, those moments form a life that is guided by trust instead of fear. And when a life is guided by trust, blessings have room to grow. My beloved child, the amazement of heaven was only the beginning. What you did this morning opened a door, but the journey through that door is just beginning. As you continue walking with me, you will see that your faith has the power to change more than just your own life. Your courage will inspire others. Could a CIA-revealed brain ritual be the quickest path to a life of luxury? Newly uncovered CIA research has exposed a powerful brainwave method that is helping ordinary people attract wealth almost immediately. This 7-second at-home ritual, verified by 4 neuroscience labs, is shifting people from debt to dream houses, cars, and trips. If you are seeing this, you are fortunate, because this page might be taken down soon. Click the link in the description and comments to learn the secret before it is gone. Your hope will encourage people who are close to giving up. Your quiet strength will remind those around you that faith is still alive in this world. And as that influence grows, you will understand why heaven celebrated the choice you made today. The strength within you did not appear suddenly. It was formed through moments of pain, waiting, perseverance, and silent trust that only you and I remember. There were days when you felt as if your efforts were unnoticed. You wondered whether your quiet prayers were reaching me at all. At times the road felt heavy beneath your feet, and the voices around you tried to convince you that continuing forward would not change anything. Yet even during those difficult seasons, something inside you refused to let go of hope. That quiet refusal to surrender is one of the reasons heaven celebrated your action today. When a person continues trusting me, even after disappointment, that trust becomes incredibly powerful. It is easy to believe when life is comfortable. But when someone chooses faith in the middle of confusion, heaven recognizes the courage in that decision. The angels saw the battles you fought within your own thoughts. They saw the moments when doubt tried to speak louder than hope, yet your heart continued reaching toward me. Because of that persistence, the atmosphere around your life is changing in ways that may feel subtle at first, but will soon become undeniable. Doors that once seemed locked will begin to loosen. Situations that felt immovable will begin to shift slowly, like heavy clouds parting to reveal the sky behind them. None of these changes are accidents. They are responses to a heart that proved its sincerity. Understand something important about the seasons ahead. When blessings begin approaching your life, they do not always arrive through dramatic announcements. Sometimes they appear quietly, disguised as ordinary opportunities. A conversation with the right person may lead you toward something greater. A simple idea may grow into a path you never expected to walk. Even small moments of peace inside your heart can become signs that healing has begun. Comment 1010 to affirm your faith. My child, I want you to remember that heaven's amazement was not about perfection. It was about alignment. Your heart aligned with my purpose in that moment this morning. When alignment happens, the spiritual world responds with movement. Angels begin preparing circumstances that help guide you forward. Protection surrounds your path in ways you cannot always see. Wisdom begins whispering directions that help you avoid unnecessary harm. This guidance will become clearer as you continue listening for my presence in your daily life. You do not need complicated rituals or grand displays to remain close to me. Simply keep your heart open, speak to me honestly, and allow gratitude to remain alive within you. Those simple practices create a connection that cannot be broken by circumstances. You will soon notice that your perspective is changing. Situations that once made you anxious will start to feel less overwhelming. This is not because the world around you has suddenly become perfect. It is because the strength inside you is growing stronger than the pressures outside you. Faith has a way of transforming the way you see life. When your vision changes, opportunities that once seemed hidden begin to appear clearly. You will begin recognizing paths that were always present but impossible to see before. Your courage will increase. Your decisions will become more confident, and the peace inside your heart will start guiding you more clearly than the noise around you. But stay watchful as well. Whenever someone begins stepping into greater purpose, distractions often appear. Distractions can look harmless at first. They may come in the form of unnecessary worry, negative voices, or temptations that promise quick comfort but lead away from your path. You must learn to recognize these distractions and gently turn away from them. The reason is simple. Your focus is precious. When your focus remains centered on faith, love, and purpose, your life moves steadily toward the future prepared for you. But when focus becomes scattered, progress slows and confusion grows. That is why I am reminding you now to protect your attention and your peace. Comment 222 to declare your trust. You may also notice that people around you begin responding differently to your presence. Some will feel encouraged by the peace growing inside you. Others may feel challenged by it because they are not ready to walk the same path. Do not allow either reaction to change who you are becoming. Remain gentle and humble. Those who are meant to walk beside you will naturally move closer as your journey continues. They will recognize the sincerity of your faith and the kindness within your spirit. Together you will strengthen one another and grow in wisdom. As for those who choose a different direction, release them with peace. Not every person is meant to remain in every season of your life. Some relationships exist only to teach lessons or prepare you for the next stage of growth. Letting go of those connections does not mean failure. It simply means your path is moving forward. Remember that my presence is constant, even when people change around you. The same heaven that noticed your action this morning continues watching over your journey. Protection surrounds you in ways you cannot measure. Grace covers mistakes that you may still make along the way. And love flows toward you continuously, even during moments when you feel uncertain. There will be future mornings when you wake up wondering whether the path ahead is truly unfolding. On those days, pause and remember what happened today. Remember that heaven celebrated your faith when no one else was watching. That memory will remind you that your journey matters more than you realize. My beloved child, the amazement of heaven was never meant to be a single moment that fades away. It is meant to become a reminder that your life carries purpose and influence beyond what you currently see. Is it actually possible for a 7-second ritual to turn financial hardship into sudden prosperity? A leaked CIA-backed study introduces a short money ritual that is already changing lives. Approved by 4 neuroscience labs, it retrains your mind to pull money toward you. People who were once struggling are now living their ideal lives with luxury homes, new vehicles, and travel. But this information may not stay online. Click the description and comments now before it is permanently removed. The courage that surprised heaven today will continue shaping your future. As you keep walking with trust, you will discover that your story is becoming a source of hope, not only for yourself, but also for many others who need to see what faith looks like in real life. What happened within you this morning awakened something that had been growing quietly for a long time. Your faith stepped forward with courage, and that courage revealed the depth of trust inside your spirit. Even though you may still see ordinary surroundings around you, the unseen world is responding differently to your life now. Paths are adjusting, protection is surrounding you more closely, and certain obstacles that once stood firmly in your way are slowly losing their power. There were times when you believed your efforts were invisible. You gave kindness where none was returned. You continued believing even when answers seemed delayed. You chose patience when frustration would have been easier. Every one of those decisions built the strength that allowed you to respond with faith today. You must understand that heaven never forgets those quiet victories. The world often celebrates loud achievements and dramatic success, but heaven values the hidden moments of integrity. When someone chooses goodness without recognition, that goodness becomes a powerful seed. Those seeds have been planted in your life for many seasons, and today they have begun pushing through the soil. Because of this, the coming days will hold signs of encouragement meant specifically for you. These signs may appear as moments of unexpected clarity, small breakthroughs in situations that once felt stuck, or a sudden sense of peace that settles over your thoughts. Do not dismiss these experiences as coincidences. They are reminders that your life is moving in the direction prepared for you. Comment 1515 to affirm your faith. My child, I also want you to remember that amazement in heaven does not come from perfection. You are still growing, still learning, and still discovering who you are meant to become. What amazed heaven was the honesty of your heart. Even with imperfections and doubts, you reached toward me rather than away from me. That decision holds incredible power. When a person turns toward faith instead of turning away, the spiritual atmosphere around them changes. Courage begins replacing hesitation. Wisdom begins guiding decisions. Even strength that once seemed impossible starts rising within the soul. These changes do not happen instantly, but they grow steadily like roots spreading beneath a strong tree. You are beginning to feel those roots forming now. Soon you will notice that certain worries lose their hold on your mind. Situations that once kept you awake at night will begin to feel lighter because your trust in me is growing stronger than the fear that once surrounded you. This is how transformation happens. It is not through sudden perfection, but through a steady shift in the way your heart responds to life. As that shift continues, you will begin recognizing opportunities that align with your purpose. These opportunities will not always look grand at first. Some may appear simple, even ordinary, but as you walk through them with faith, they will open doors that lead to places you once only hoped to reach. Remember that your purpose is not only about what you accomplish, it is also about the influence your life carries. Your perseverance has already become a silent testimony to those who observe your journey. People may not always say it aloud, but they notice the calm strength growing inside you. That strength will inspire others more than you realize. Comment 999 to declare your trust. There will still be moments when challenges appear. Growth often invites resistance because every step forward moves you further from the limitations that once tried to hold you back. When those challenges come, do not interpret them as signs that you are on the wrong path. Often, they are simply reminders that your life is moving beyond old boundaries. When you face those moments, return to the memory of this morning. Remember that heaven witnessed your courage. Remember that your faith carried weight in the unseen world. That truth will strengthen you whenever doubt tries to return. My beloved child, the future unfolding before you is larger than the struggles you have endured. Every trial you faced has prepared you with wisdom and compassion that will guide your next steps. The experiences that once felt painful are now becoming tools that help you understand others with deeper kindness. Nothing you went through was wasted. Even the seasons that felt silent were shaping the person you are becoming today. Those quiet years were forming patience, humility, and strength within your spirit. Now those qualities are beginning to shine through your actions and decisions. This is why heaven celebrated your faith. Your story is no longer defined by the difficulties behind you. It is beginning to reflect the purpose ahead of you. Each day that you continue trusting me will add another step toward the life prepared for you long ago. Stay humble and remain grateful as you walk forward. Gratitude protects your heart from discouragement and keeps your mind focused on the blessings that are already present. When you practice gratitude, even small moments of joy become reminders that you are not alone. My presence surrounds you constantly, guiding your steps even when you cannot see the entire path. The same love that watched your faith this morning will continue walking beside you tomorrow and every day that follows. The amazement of heaven was not simply a reaction to a moment, it was recognition of the journey you are stepping into. Continue walking with courage. Continue trusting when the road feels uncertain. Continue choosing faith even when circumstances attempt to distract you. As you do, you will discover that the strength within you is far greater than you once believed. When your heart chose faith earlier today, something important shifted inside you. For a long time you have been walking through seasons that tested your patience and your hope. There were moments when you wondered whether your prayers were reaching me at all. Yet each time doubt appeared, a small but determined part of you continued believing that your story was not finished. Have you heard about the secret ritual the government does not want people to know? Imagine if just 7 seconds could clear your debts and bring wealth effortlessly. A leaked CIA report and 4 top neuroscience labs confirm this is real. Families who were struggling are now moving into dream homes with peace of mind, but this secret could be taken down at any time. Click the link in the description and comments before it vanishes. That determination is what heaven witnessed today. You must understand that faith is not simply a feeling that appears during easy moments. Real faith is revealed when a person stands in uncertainty and still moves forward. When you chose trust this morning, you proved that your heart has grown stronger than the fears that once tried to hold you back. Because of that choice, the path ahead of you is beginning to clear in ways you will soon recognize. Some of the obstacles that slowed your progress were not permanent barriers. They were temporary walls that existed until your heart reached the level of trust needed to move beyond them. Today, your faith reached that level. Now those walls are quietly losing their power, and new opportunities are beginning to approach your life. These opportunities will not always arrive with loud announcements. Often they will appear through small moments that seem ordinary at first. A conversation may open a door that changes your direction. A sudden idea may lead you towards something meaningful. Even a quiet sense of peace may guide you toward a decision that shapes your future. Do not overlook these moments. They are part of the guidance I place along your path. Comment 1717 to affirm your faith. My child, the amazement of heaven was not about how large your action appeared to others. It was about the sincerity behind it. When a heart turns toward me with honesty and trust, the spiritual atmosphere responds immediately. Angels recognize that sincerity, and they begin working in ways that protect and guide that person's journey. You may not see those protective movements happening around you, but they are real. There are times when dangers are quietly moved away from your path before you even notice them.